Okay, but seriously, would you rather be a freaking Big Mac or would you rather be a leafy vegetable? I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather be some kale, I'd rather be some spinach.
You're irreplaceable, collectible, just like fine china. Favorite, you're my favorite. It's like all the girls around me do their faces.
What it do, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a fitness vlog for you guys that I've actually been wanting to get out. My glute split number 2 workout, and also I want to be giving you guys some information about gut health and how important it is to incorporate this in your fitness journey. And I'm also going to be sharing 2 anti-inflammatory drinks that I've been religiously consuming for the past few weeks that has helped me shred pounds, helped me to naturally detoxify and create a good hormonal gut health balance in my system to help me achieve my fitness goals in my fitness journey. Having a healthy gut is going to allow you to feel more energetic. It's going to increase your mental clarity. And it's also going to allow you to have an overall healthy well-being. Just think about how you feel after eating junk food versus how you feel after eating a healthy, balanced meal. For me personally, I know that when I eat junk food, I feel more lethargic. I also feel heavy. And the reason for this is because the junk food is not providing the proper nutrients that your body needs for your system to digest correctly. And you are basically throwing off the microbiome in your gut, which is causing the inability to break down the nutrients in your body. So think about the phrase, you are what you eat. This sounds laughable and cliche, but seriously, would you rather be a freaking Big Mac or would you rather be a leafy vegetable? I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather be some kale, I'd rather be some spinach, I'd rather be some broccoli, because you know it's healthy, it's nutrient dense, it's rich in antioxidants, it has a rich color, and you know that it's giving our bodies what it needs. So we have a thing in the gut called chemical imbalance, and basically chemical imbalance can occur after the indigestion of food, especially unhealthy foods. And these things can break down our cells. So when we eat healthy foods and receive our antioxidants, this helps to destroy the free radicals in the body and stop us from developing diseases such as cancer and a lot of different diseases that you can get from just having an overall unhealthy diet. And this is what is going to create the presence of a healthy bacteria in your gut. You do need diversity. So sometimes when you do need to treat yourself, it's okay because it helps to develop more of a diversity of bacteria in your gut so that when you do eat junk food, there are bacteria cells in your stomach that it can connect to and kind of flush out your system. But it's always important to go back to the relatively healthy diet because those antioxidants are going to destroy the unhealthy food, the junk food, and basically bring your body back to a balance. So the reason why I wanted to briefly talk to you guys about gut health is because I really had to start researching these things in my fitness journey, especially to take me to the next level, because I found that like when I started my fitness journey, I wasn't really taking my nutrition serious. And this is why I keep telling you guys about nutrition. If you guys don't take it seriously, don't even do it. Don't even start it. Just live your best life, okay? But I really had to dig deep into this and really understand how this side of nutrition works along with your fitness goals. So I'm going to be showing you guys 2 drinks. One is going to be a tea and one is going to be a green juice that I have been consuming religiously to help me stay on track for my gut health and also for my fitness goals. Remember, what you put on the inside directly reflects on the outside. Stay away from the processed foods. Basically, I meal prep. I have my fruits, I have my vegetables. I follow the chart of how I should be eating. And even if you are not weighing your foods, for me, I count my macronutrients. That is what significantly also helped me to achieve my fitness goals. And I will be doing a video on that as well. But if you look here and follow this format of eating, also this will help you as well. Okay, you guys? Because we want to be an overall healthy us and we want to perform at our best. All right, so get into this glute split workout, and then following that I will show you my anti-inflammatory drinks. Okay, y'all, so let's get on into this workout. So the first thing that I'm going to be starting with is a 5-minute warm-up run. Warming up is very important before starting any exercise. The warm-up helps us get ready for aerobic activity. It warms up the heart and blood vessels by raising the body temperature and increasing blood flow to your muscles. So it basically lowers your risk of injury. I also like to perform some glute activation exercises just to get my body warmed up to what I'll actually be doing in my workout. When I have weights in my hand, it just basically warms up my glutes as well and gets me ready for the actual physical workout. I've also started to incorporate dynamic stretching in my pre-routine workout just because it just gets my body used to movement as well, and I feel like it also helps me to get in an extra stretch where needed. Yeah, you guys, so you can try that out as well. And also, we cannot forget our regular static stretches. These stretches also get you prepared for your movement and allow you to stretch out your muscles. I am actually kind of sore still from my previous leg day, which was kick-ass. So I always got to make sure that my muscles are all stretched out and ready to go before I start lifting heavy. For our first exercise, we are going to be performing good mornings. Now, this is an exercise that primarily focuses on your lower back and your top glutes. This is also great for core stability, which makes this a great compound exercise as well. Please be safe while performing this exercise. Start with low weights. You do not want to overdo it as you can severely injure your back. So the first thing that you're going to do before starting your good mornings, you're going to stand with your feet hip width apart, your elbows bent, and your hands on your bar. Place the bar below your neckline on top of your shoulders and engage your core and keep your shoulders back. Inhale and slowly hinge backward and forward at your waist while keeping your back straight and your knees slightly bent. The good morning exercise works muscles along the backside of your body, including your hamstrings, your gluteus maximus, your erector spinae, and lower back muscles. So in other words, ladies, this is what is basically going to give you your shelf. It's going to separate the definition from your lower back and your top glutes. Ew. And also, this is an exercise where you actually want to keep your form. Again, like I said, do not risk any injury. That's why my head is down and my head is in line with my spine, and I'm looking down at the ground as I go down with the barbell to protect my back and to protect my form. And once I get back up, I'm going to squeeze my glutes at the end of each range of motion. For our next exercise, we are going to be performing an elevated reverse lunge, which is basically the same as a reverse lunge, but I'm going to lean forward as I perform them and elevate myself with one plate to place more of an emphasis on my glutes. And what I'm doing is stretching out my glutes more to make this a more glute-based workout versus a more quad-focused workout. So to begin, you're going to stand in a standing position with your feet hip width apart. Step backward longer than a walking stride, so one leg remains ahead of your torso and the other behind it. Your back foot should land at the ball of your foot with your heel lifted. Bend your knees to 90 degrees as you lower yourself, but remember to keep yourself leaned slightly forward at your hips, and forcefully push off from the ball of your foot and return to the starting position. So simultaneously, while performing this exercise, we'll be working our glutes, our hamstrings, our calves, and our abs, but placing more emphasis on our glutes. For our next exercise, we will be performing the side step squat, and this is known as a lateral movement. That works your gluteus medius, which is your top side glute, and your gluteus maximus. This also works your hip adductors, which is your inner thighs, and works your hip abductors, which includes muscles such as your gluteus medius and your gluteus minimus. We normally tend to neglect lateral exercises, but lateral exercises is what will also help you to round out your glutes and fill in your hip dips. I added additional tension on my ankles to give me more of a resistance before I get into my squat, just to place more tension on my hip abductors and my muscles. For this movement, you will bend your knees and push your hip backwards while descending into a squat position. Lean your torso slightly forward, then straighten your legs and place your outside foot beside the other foot. Take another side step and descend into the squat again. So next up, we're going to do Bulgarian split squats, one of the best lower body exercises, but also one of the most challenging, primarily targeting the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. But once again, we're going to lean forward to place more emphasis on our glutes and give our glutes more of a stretch. This exercise builds unilateral strength, which is great for improving balance and coordination, as well as correcting muscle imbalances. So So how you're going to perform this workout is you're going to stand 2 to 4 feet in front of the bench, facing away from the bench. Have one leg resting on the bench behind you with your laces down, with your feet hip width apart. And then you will sink your body down until the knee of your back leg almost touches the floor. The front knee should always be at a 90-degree angle. Push up through your foot and return to the starting position. So for our second to last exercise, don't worry guys, we're almost done. We've got the single leg glute hip thrusts. So the single leg glute hip thrust is a fantastic exercise for targeting the glutes. By working each side separately, you can fully isolate your glutes unilaterally, providing maximal training stimulus. Different variations can be performed and weights can be used for added resistance. So we're going to start by placing your upper back against a bench with one knee at about 90 degrees and the foot of the same leg flat on the floor, and this will be your working leg. Lift your other leg, bending your knee until both your hip and knee form a 90-degree angle. Lay your arms flat on a bench, focus on the hip movement, and use your backrest to be your pivot point. When you raise your hips and squeeze at the top, return to the original position and start over. After that, switch to the next leg to balance out the workout on each side. Okay guys, so y'all ready for your last exercise? Whew. It has been a workout, but it is so worth it, you guys. Okay, so for the last exercise, we are going to be doing a glute focused back extension. Sometimes you may see me in the gym just like dilly-dallying, but honestly, I'm just getting my body prepared for the lift, all right? So basically, this is going to be like your typical back extension, but because it's glute focused, we are going to round our back like you see here and have a weighted barbell or a weighted plate hanging dead in our arms. And when we come up with the bar or the plate, we're going to squeeze our glutes at the top, but do not come all the way back to overextend your back. Just come as far as you can to whereas you feel a nice squeeze in your top glutes, and pause, squeeze, and return to the original position. And just like that, you guys, this workout is done. Whew, just watching myself, I'm like tired. All right, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. Make sure you guys add this glute workout to your next glute day. And let's head on into the kitchen for the anti-inflammatory drinks. Okay, so real quick, you guys. For the first drink that I call my miracle green juice, I'm going to be adding pineapple, cucumber, green apples, lemon, ginger for my first drink, and blend it all up with some ice cubes. So I'm going to start by chopping up my cucumbers, chopping up my pineapples, you guys. Then I'll be chopping up my lemon, cutting it all up, getting it prepared to be washed. Then I'm going to be cutting up my garlic as well. Then I'm going to grab my green apples, cut them up, and put them all into a bin, you guys, because when we're blending our fruits, please wash your fruits and get them prepared to be put in the blender. Do not just take them out the package and blend your fruits, because, you know, hands have been on them all throughout the grocery store. So we got to protect what's going into our bodies and cleanse our food always, okay? After our fruits are all washed, obviously we're gonna grab our blender. I have a Ninja blender. I'm not exactly sure what the model is, but I'll put it in the description box below. And also I've discovered these nut milk bags on Amazon. This has been a complete lifesaver because I don't have a juicer. I'm actually trying to invest into a nice juicer, which is like a little bit pricey. So for now, I've been using these nut milk bags, okay, to juice my juice, and it's amazing. I'm gonna actually show you how it works. Like, you just put the juice in here, the trash is left over, and you just dump the trash in the garbage, and you just have pure green juice. So make sure you guys check it out on my Amazon store. I'll put the link in the description box below, and this is a complete life changer for juicing, okay? Basically take it, just pour it in. Okay. And if you see, it's just draining from the bag. Just juice. All the trash stays in here. I love this thing. So now all of the juice has been squeezed out, and I'm just left with the trash. Okay, so that's all the trash there. Just gonna throw it out. And there you go. So now all the trash is gone. So I'm just gonna rinse this off, and well, I just washed it. I'm gonna put it to dry and basically use it again for my next juicing day. And this is gonna give you an overall better juicing experience, especially if you don't have a juicer. All right, y'all. So get into it. Link in description down below. Okay guys, so for my second tea, I'm going to be using lemon, ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon sticks. It's very simple. I'm just going to boil all these ingredients, actually peel off all the trash first, and boil all these ingredients in a pot. I'm going to make it sit for about like 30 minutes so that the water can absorb all these nutrients. And be careful when you're peeling the turmeric, because it's going to leave like a yellow stain on your hand. So I would suggest that you use gloves. And basically, once the peeling is done, just bring your pot to a boil. And I left my pot on the stove for about I boiled it for 30 minutes and I left it there for like an hour so that the water could absorb all the nutrients. Then after that, I got my mason jars and I separated my juice into my jars, as you've seen that I did with the green juice. And yes, you guys, drink these 2 drinks every morning on an empty stomach. Swap it out with your coffee. I like to have green tea after this as well, and just watch the fat burn off, to be honest. Yes, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, you guys, peace and love, y'all. Rochelle, out.